going to have to pick the pace up. So it's almost impossible to get back from that problem on the way round there, and it is leading Tormena along with Fromberger with a relatively clear run. So it is Gaia Tormena at the moment, the rider that has been going around so much faster than anybody else, just in front of Fromberger of Germany over the safety jogger step up and into this right-hand turn. But it is Gaia Tormena onto the climb at first. Fromberger in second, Didi de Vries in third place. And I think Holmgaard is going to give up today as a bad job. Sit and watch the rest of the action at this rate, because you can just see how big that gap has got at the end of lap number 1. It was a kick out from the start, getting pushed out, and she ended up in the barriers on the corners. Well, the commissaire team, the race referees, will be checking and watching. They'll have had a good view of that on the finish line and from the start as we go into the big wall ride, taking the left-hand turn at the moment. Still Gaia Tormena keeping control. This is a fairly conservative ride from Gaia Tormena, a rider who is very happy just throwing a bike around, enjoys riding in the sunshine, being able to use the bike to its fullest extent. At the moment, she doesn't need to push right onto the limit. So it looks like Holmgaard's still riding in fourth place. Not discounting anything out, we have seen leaders and second place riders tangle with each other and take each other out, leaving the other two to qualify. But I don't think that's going to happen to Fromberger or to Gaia Tormena. There is clear air between them. De Vries not giving up, still pushing Fromberger all the way into the line, closes up on the back wheel, coming into that jump, coming into the corner. So Fromberger can't relax too much, neither can Gaia Tormena. I think Didi de Vries is just making sure that she could leave it in to that sprint there, but unable to challenge the riders who go through into the main final. And that is going to be Gaia Tormena and Marion Fromberger.
Gaia, you're the first lady.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be in the big final. It is a very hard track. So now let's go on the roller and see you later.
And you've shown the big form already in the time trials because you were really fast.
I love the time trials, but I prefer the heats.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, and we see you later. Hopefully in a good position. Ella Holmgaard is coming our way, Matt, because she was having bad luck in the beginning of the race. I think she clicked out of her pedal. I'm just going to ask her, Ella, what happened in the beginning of the race?
It was a close start. I had a really good start, and I was in front of Marion, but she played a bit unfair and pushed me out in barriers. And I know it's racing, but it's the elbows first, and she wasn't first.
You look a bit worried about that?
No, but it's just so unnecessary. I mean, we race like we race, but we race fair, and yeah, today wasn't.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ella. Good luck in the next races, and we're going to watch the next race. Matt, up to you.
Well, interesting to hear that we had Ella Holmgaard there, putting a real, almost formal complaint over the interview there. Normally, the unwritten code is whoever has that elbow in front is the leading rider. They take precedence coming around the corner. Ella claiming she had her position in front and was then pushed back. Now on to our next semi-final. So Prukova of the Czech Republic currently trying to fight up against, and again another little clip of the wheels. There is no quarter given in these World Championships, but France leading this out at the moment. Garnier doing a great ride at the moment, opening a gap at the moment on Ukrainian Popova. So Popova currently sitting in second wheel, being challenged by the Czech Republic rider Prukova. Don't discount Sadnik out of contention at the moment, but we've seen just how many tangles, how many times riders have been pushed out of contention, and it is certainly tight enough for that fight for second and third place, the last qualifying place to go through to the main final, to cost these riders dear. So over the safety jogger, leading the race out from France, Naomi Garnier looking really strong, but she was grimacing as she came on towards the climb, clearly putting in a big effort as she comes up on to complete lap number 1. Can she hold that front place? Well, the riders behind are challenging strongly. You can see Popova right onto the wheel here, but the Czech Republic rider Prukova is not out of this. You got to watch really carefully. These riders could do anything at any moment now. onto the wall rider, going the Czech rider up the inside there. That was a very brave move as she came through. So now we have Popova currently in the elimination place along with Sadnik, and it is Brukova who put in a fantastic move going through there. The Czech Republic rider doing an amazing job of diving up the inside, coming in towards that wall ride, and it has taken around. She must have been very confident that she could get around that turn, but at the front, France leading this out, and Garnier, unless she makes a major mistake, is not going to have a problem qualifying. She takes a little bit of a look down at the bike. Hopefully it's going to hold together all the way to the back. Wheel just squirming about, maybe that she's lost a little bit of pressure on one of the obstacles on the way through. Meanwhile, you can still see the Czech rider, Brukova, being challenged, and the Ukrainian Popova has come through. So it's going to be Popova who takes that second place and qualifies. And it is going to be Brukova who is now taken out and eliminated along with Sadnik. Such close racing, and these riders are not giving any quarter. Homegaard clearly not happy with the result in her race. Hopefully a little bit of a cleaner race. We'll hear from our race winner with Jan.
Okay, Matt, I have Noémie Garnier with me. Noémie, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça avec les Français? Les Français, ils sont toujours top sur les championnats du monde.
Ouais, en général, on est plutôt une nation qui est pas mal sur l'excès. Donc j'espère que ça va continuer jusque sur les finales avec un bon résultat.
Encore un à aller.
Plus qu'une course, c'est ça. À fond. Merci.
Well, she wasn't expecting there to go that fast, but anyway, she tried and she succeeded. And that's the way to win a race and to win maybe a world championship.
Well, we're going to see, Jan, because of course these riders have to quickly go back and get their recovery done. They need to be ready to move on to the finals. And you can see here, Garnier, who qualified with Popova, Tormena and Fromberger, proving too strong for everybody else. She headed off the entire race, taking victory, and it was a battle for second and third places. Okay, we're going to move on to our semi-finals for the men. The first of the heats, our riders lined up. Austria in the field of Spiel on the inside here, but you can see the two German riders absolutely battling this out for second and third places. Gegenheimer really pushing. It looks like he's moved his way up here. He's going to be so tight as Gegenheimer just moved up on a lid, but look at this. It is the rider who's been pushed back down here, Klausmann, the man who normally has the fastest start. He's down in fourth position here. All the riders clearing that double now very quickly in here. If you get this wrong, it really does go pear-shaped. Big mistake there by the Austrian. You can just see his foot came out Spiel. Just having to correct that. He's lost pace, and it has allowed Lind to come around the outside of him. So Lind comes through. So we currently have Simon Gegenheimer, the World Cup leader from Germany, leading the race out as they come up this climb for the first time. But the battle for second, third and fourth continues to rage all the way in towards this line at the end of lap number one. And a big slide out there. It was too much speed from Lind. He slid out on the corner. He has taken out the Austrian Fielderspiel as well. And Gegenheimer now could do a little bit of recovery. These two German riders stay clear of the trouble there. And Klausmann has been gifted what should be a qualifying place here, because we've got Simon Gegenheimer in the lead. We've got Felix Klausmann, who is coming round. He should be able to hold that position. The rider who avoided the slide but lost a lot of time was Daniel Fiederspiel of Austria. But that was a massive mistake from Lind, sliding out in the corner, just trying to carry as much pace, hold that position as they came into that final corner. Now Gegenheimer up onto the safety jogger, riding it quite conservatively here. You can see he's not accelerated up quite as quickly. He's certainly no danger of being challenged for qualification to go up into the final, and it looks to me like these two German riders, Gegenheimer and Klausmann, are going to have been gifted that by that mistake by Lind on that final corner. Well, Fiederspiel are not giving up, but knowing that he's not going to be able to come through to challenge. Well, let's hope our rider is all right. The mountain bike community generally known for being tough. I've lost count of the number of times we've seen our riders pick themselves back up again and be able to carry on with the fight. But Simon Gegenheimer and Felix Klausmann there really were gifted that qualification. Now I think Jan down with the race winner, Mr. Moustache himself.
Yeah, hitting the brakes because we have to make him keep him moving. Simon, if we want to make a statement, this was a kind of statement. You're ready for the final.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterfinal was already kind of a final with that names. So this was a bit easier, but still not easy. And now I'm in the final, it's what I want. And now I fight for the stripes.
And in the second lap, I had the impression you were saving some energy.
Yeah, a bit. I saved some energies, but still it was a quarterfinal. Daniel was chasing, and it's never easy.
Okay, good luck in the final, Simon Gegenheimer. You see how far he went, how deep he went. He had to lean on my shoulder just to keep himself up and ready for the next race. Matt, back to you.
Yeah, you could just see Simon Gegenheimer's preparation is superb there. He's got the rollers in, and you could just see problems there for Lid on the way out from the start, unclipping from the left pedal, then getting himself up into contention. It was absolutely action-packed, an incident-filled from Lin, but as it came into the final, the two Germans really could relax a little bit and save some energy, and it's all about being able to recover quick enough. On to our second semi-final now. Jeroen van Eck of the Netherlands up against Anton Olstam, Briata and de Mongeon, the two Frenchmen over on the right-hand side of your screen. Big push coming in here. Now who's going to be able to hold into this first corner? It's 40 meters. It's no distance at all, and it tightens again. But at the moment, it is Jeroen van Eck of the Netherlands leading this out and very quickly in there. You can see Anton Olstam taking that second position, but right on his heels at the moment. It is Hugo Briata and Kilian de Mongeon as they push in towards this turn, this U-turn over the rock garden. Wide line taken by Jeroen van Eck, not letting anybody come through. You've got to defend your line, you've got to take your fast line, you've got to concentrate on keeping the bike upright, you've got to make sure that you maximise your speed all the way around this course. There is no room for error on this course because it will see you go from first to last place if you're not careful. But at the moment, Jeroen van Eck showing just why he is considered to be one of the biggest favourites when it comes to an elimination race. Once again, kicking his way up here around this turn. Everybody round safely? Yes, they are. So at the moment, 4 riders in one straight line at the moment. The leading French rider, Hugo Briata, with a little bit of a gap between him and de Mongeon, but you cannot discount de Mongeon from coming up on the outside. Now, just taking a little look back there, you could just see Olstam just looking at Briata behind him. These riders having that track rider's ability to be able to ride over the obstacles, to be able to accelerate and to be able to hold the line whilst looking over the shoulder, and you can just see Van Eck is in there, but Olstam knows that he's in danger. He is man number 2 on the course at the moment in the yellow and blue of Sweden as they come around here now. Van Eck goes up on to this step up. Can Briata challenge here? Is Olstam going to hold it onto this right-hand turn? They've got to do this on the climb. Now there is time running out for the French to move up here, and a big kick here from Briata. De Mongeon is out of the running, but you can just see de Mongeon is going to have to come off this corner. He can't hold it round the corner, and it is going to gift qualification to Van Eck and to Olstam. Great riding by Anton Olstam. They're holding off the attentions of both French riders. But Jeroen van Eck, well, this should be very interesting when we see him up against the other semi-final winner, Simon Gegenheimer. Question is, will he need Jan to hold him up, or is he going to be under his own steam?
Okay, Jeroen van Eck next to me. Jeroen, being the European champion, the World Championship is the next on your bucket list, I should say.
Well, it's every heat is a race. And now I won the first 3, so 1 to go, and then we will see.
And I saw you were really pushing until the end.
Yeah, I knew it's a fast course, a hard one.
Show the competition that, guys, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, so let's go for the big final.
Okay, good luck, man. Matt, back to you.
Well, he's ready, but he's going to have a little while to wait before he moves on to the main final. You can just see here Olstam kicking out and defending that position despite the attentions here of Hugo Brietta. Kilian Demongeon was really out of it from the get-go because he couldn't get out of the corner fast enough. Our two riders going through are Jeroen van Eck of the Netherlands and Sweden's Anton Olstam, along with Simon Gegenhammer and Felix Klausmann. Now we're going to move across to the women's finals. We're going to kick off with the minor final. And this is going to see the riders deciding positions from 5th down to 8th position. And it does give the riders in the main final a little bit longer to get their legs in gear. Barbara Prukova of Czechoslovakia, the second rider from the left-hand side, Didi de Vries. Sweden's Ella Holmgaard, who felt she was robbed of a place in the final, all up against Austria's Katharina Sadnik. So 4 riders deciding 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, and this is about racing for position 1. No qualifying left to do. They've got to make this count. So the riders are lined up and ready to come to their team, just making sure that the riders are set and ready to go. They get the warning that they will go on the sound of the whistles. The rider poised, ready to go. So away they go, and Holmgaard should surely be the big favourite for this. She's quickly into the front, but Didi de Vries onto her heels here. And you can just see Prukova really trying to challenge that second position up on the inside, though. Sadnik not giving up on this, and she's just gone around trying to take a little bit of a look up the inside, but it's very difficult to pass on these very tight bends. These just slow the riders up. They start to tear the legs out and really make those lungs burn, because they are stop, accelerate, stop, accelerate, stop, accelerate as they come in. Carry as much speed as you can around these corners, and you can accelerate out very, very quickly. Indeed, it makes it hard for anyone to go around. At the moment, Ella Holmgaard, the rider who had that tangle with the barriers, who felt that she'd been robbed. I'm sure she's not going to be giving any quarter to anybody. She is going to be elbows out and making sure of her position, showing just why she should have been in the final. She's leading this up here. Now a little bit of a battle behind. So at the moment it is the lead with Holmgaard. Right at the back is Sadnik of Austria, the host here in Graz, here in Austria, having riders in this, the minor final in the fight from 5th to 8th place. But at the moment, Holmgaard looking very much in control at the front. Are we going to see Didi de Vries making a move up the inside? Can we see the Czech Republic rider Prukova challenger move up another position? You can see she's all over the back wheel of de Vries. Every time we go up onto that wall, she's climbing up high, trying to use the wall to carry the pace, to carry the speed round. But at the moment, it is the same order that they set off in, and nobody's able to challenge Holmgaard at the moment. So around that turn, quickly on to the next straight. Holmgaard still leading, and it looks to me like it's all going to come down to the final climb up. The riders saving plenty of energy for that drag up. It is tough stuff. The riders know that they need to save something, because everybody wants to take this section on. So as they hit the cobbles, it goes uphill, and this is where the riders are going to put a move in. You can just see here Sadnik moving up on Prukova. She takes it place there. It's going to be a 3rd place at the moment for Prukova, but at the moment coming through it is going to be Holmgaard, and they are joined here as they come through. But it is going to be Holmgaard who takes 5th place in the competition overall. De Vries taking 6th. It is going to be Sadnik who takes 7th, and it is going to be an 8th place, I think, here for Prukova of the Czech Republic. Now, Ella Holmgaard was very upset at the end of the preceding quarterfinals. Does that make her feel any better? I'm not sure it does. Jan will find out.
Well, we saw a big smile on her face crossing the finish line. It looked to me as if it was a statement by doing that and by saying, it wasn't my place in this small final. I should have been in a big one.
Yeah, indeed, that's pretty much. I've had a body that wasn't really feeling great, but then I've had like hard heats, and when it was unfair semi-final, it felt really good to like really do a good heat. And my starts today is the best thing, because they've been top-notch all day, and I'm super happy about that.
By winning this small final, does that give you at least some comfort?
It gives a good feeling for the next upcoming World Cups. Instead of ending with a disappointment, it's definitely a good feeling today.
Thanks a lot for your reaction, Matt. Back to you.
Well, a slight consolation there for Ella Holmgaard after what was a really tough preceding round. You can see Holmgaard really in control from the word go, showing why she's normally up and challenging for the overall series. So Ella Holmgaard lies third in the series overall. She has been improving as the series has gone on, but really interesting to see that this was clearly a target. Now we're going to move on to the men's minor final. This is going to be a real fight between our riders. We've got two Frenchmen in the gate with Hugo Briata and Kilian Demongeon. We've also got Edwin Lind and Daniel Fiederspiel. Lind from Sweden and Fiederspiel from Austria. So at the moment you can just see it is almost a straight line across, and just seeing the Frenchman being pushed back, but nicely up on the inside there. Well, Demongeon put a massive move down the inside there. That was some serious skills to be able to go around the inside and move from fourth up into second place. And you can see Lind now, the rider who's already had a tumble, is being pushed down into third place. Austrian, I think, at the moment, just biding his time. He can't afford to go too hard too soon. You've got only a number of possible opportunities to go round. And one of those that we didn't expect to appear was the possibility of taking a move on the way into that corner. But Demongeon doing a great job and pushing up on his countryman here. But at the moment, it is Hugo Briata who leads out for the French. It's a French 1-2 at the moment in the minor final for the fight for 5th through to 8th place. Oh, it looks like Demongeon putting another move in. I think going around Briata there. So onto the straight they go. So it is Demongeon with that white helmet for France in front of Briata with the black helmet. They are now pushing back the Swedish rider Edwin Lind. And Lind is going to surely be a little bit more circumspect, a little bit more careful as he comes round. And that could just blunt his fighting edge as he comes through here. So it looks to me like the two Frenchmen are going to be battling out for position between themselves. They won't want to take each other out. They will want to bring some pride back to France by going and taking this, but they haven't got a man in the final, so this is the best France can do at the moment. Big kick on the way in to this safety jogger step up, and once again Kilian Demongeon pushing hard here. You just see getting those elbows out, sat low in the saddle, quickly onto the climb. Now this is where they're going to be challenged by the Swede. Lind coming up, but remember that final right hand corner is where it all went wrong for him last time. He gets round it in one piece. Is he going to challenge for what is going to be 7th place? Is 6th place? It's going to be tight, and I think that was down to the sprint there by Briata. I'm pretty sure Briata got that from Demongeon and then Lind and Fiederspiel, but we will get confirmation from the team on the finishing line from that as we see Daniel Fiederspiel come through, taking away 8th place. I think Lind taking 7th, and I think it was definitely Briata from Demongeon as they came to the line. That was the final sprint from Hugo Briata that meant he took top spot in the minor final. Great riding by both French riders, and move of the day, I think Demongeon's up on the inside of that bed. Well, you can just see how much effort that has taken out of him. I don't think that is a crash and a slide. I think that's a sit down at the end of the race. He's absolutely exhausted after that. Just looking to just tip the bike. The skin suit is all right. Surefire signs that there's been a slide out. I don't think he tangled on the way down, but that was a brutal race. Absolutely flat out on the way out from the start gate, and it definitely made a difference. So Jan down on the finish. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Hugo Briata, help us out. Who won? Do you know?
Who will win?
Yeah. Is it you or was it Demongeon?
I think it's me. I saw it on the line.
It was very close.
Oh, sorry?
It was very close. So
yes, it was very close. I was very tired from the semi-final. I thought I couldn't get it, but at the end I said to myself, come on, you got to push until the end. Maybe he's as burnt as you, so you need to go, and maybe you will see you can catch him.
Okay, congratulations with this result, and we'll see you in the next World Cup races. Thank you a lot, Hugo Briata. Matt, back to you.
Well, great riding by Briata. That final push for the line is what took it, but both Frenchmen riding strongly. Watch this move as it goes up. You can just see de Mongeon making his way up into second place, going up into the race lead. But as they come to the line with the black helmet, that final push coming from Beata, just enough to take the title. Now over to the women's final. For France, it is Naomi Garnier in the blue of Italy, Gaia Tormena for Germany, Marion Fromberger, and from the Ukraine, Irina Popova. So the whistle goes, who's going to get the fastest start? Gaia Tormena in the second position. They're coming around into the lead. And you can just see Fromberger on the outside being pushed out by the French woman here. So Garnier pushes her back, and Fromberger, the German, now into third place. Gaia Tormena could be seeing herself running through to the World Championships in a easy win. Remember, last time out they were racing, and you can catch up with it. It was one of the tightest finishes for the world title we've ever seen. It was literally the width of a nubble on the front tread of an XCE bike, which is not very big at all. This time round, Tormena is not looking to leave it to a sprint. She's wanted to take it out from the start, and this is all about the position in for the medals. We're going to have 3 winners with medals. We're going to have one rider who's going to take away 4th place and not get any of the medals to take home. Nobody wants to be in 4th place position at the moment, so as you go up you can just see Tormena leading this out. At the moment it is Naomi Garnier in second place. Fromberger now starting to fade, as you can see Popova moving up here. The world champion elect Gaia Tormena, the rider who's already leading the World Cup with a perfect score, looking to take away a world title. She can't afford to make a mistake. She has to keep it smooth. She must be starting to believe that that title is hers, but she's got to keep it together, because Garnier is starting to just pull clear of the other 2 riders behind. It's going to be a big ask to come back up against the leader, but at the moment Fromberger is sitting in 4th position. That's something she won't want to do as Gaia Tormena comes onto the safety jog. A big kick up onto the top. Tormena super smooth. She's got that absolutely dialed, even though it's one of the toughest positions where these are on the course to make a big difference. And Gaia Tormena in the danger of smiling away around that corner already. She cannot afford to make a mistake, and you can see this fight for 2nd and 3rd really is unfolding. Fromberger's early challenge not paying off at the moment as she comes into the finish. The 2021 world champion Gaia Tormena from Italy takes top spot. She takes away that world title, something that she was desperate to take, as she was pipped last year, and she is now going to be our World Cup leader and our world champion. Gaia Tormena of Italy, absolutely unstoppable this year, absolutely flying, and you can see just some of the skills that pay the bills for this very, very classy rider. Gaia Tormena of Italy, the world champion in the mountain bike XCE, the MTB Eliminator. She takes top spot, position number 1. What a great ride by Tormena. She was clear at the front, the chase behind, while the silver medal going to Naomi Garnier, and Irina Popova taking away the bronze medal, and I'm sure disappointed Marion Fromberger in 4th place. So the world champion for 2021, somebody who's going to be a very happy rider indeed. Jan, I think that's big congratulations in store.
Yeah, we have a very happy Gaia Tormena next to me. How does it feel being the 2nd time world champion Eliminator? It was Gaia Tormena and then the best of the rest.
Yeah, I'm super happy I'm back. It is the 2nd title, but now I really understand what does it mean. Because in 2019, I didn't know how it worked. And yeah, I'm just super happy.
And if we see your domination, we can already say now, this will not be your last one.
Finger crossed.
You know how we are. We put the bar every time a little bit higher.
Yes, of course. You always have to overtake your limits. So this one could be another goal, and let's see if I will be able in future to overtake it.
A very big congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of the sunny Graz, and we have this little podium ceremony now, the flower ceremony. So Matt, back to you for the flower ceremony.
Indeed, a great ride by Gaia Tormena to take her second title, and you can see just what it means to her. She was so dominant all season so far, and she just continued that into that first corner. That kick off from the line really distanced her rivals. Marion Fromberger initially challenging, but Garnier of France dispatched the German woman and moved up into second place, but nobody was touching Gaia Tormena. After losing the title last year by the narrowest of margins, she comes back and she takes her second title, and as she says, she knows exactly what it means after taking the first and then losing it. Sweet return to the top spot there. So Gaia Tormena taking victory, Naomi Garnier taking silver medal in second place, Irina Popova taking third place for the Ukraine. Great results for the Italian, with France and UK in second and third places. So a brilliant result for the riders at the top, with Marion Fromberger taking fourth place behind them. So no podium for Fromberger, but our world champion up on the stage, taking what is a great victory and taking the flowers at the top of the podium. So the men's final is lined up and ready to go. Let's see who's going to be able to take this out. Is it going to be Gegenheimer's year this time around? We're going to see a very interesting final. Watch who can get into this corner. And a problem on the way round there. So major problems already in this race. You can just see Klausman, after normally getting a very fast start, having problems, and Jeroen van Eck is leading them in. The European champion is looking to take this out. He's got Gegenheimer in wheel number 2. Then it's Anton Olstam in 3, Klausman in 4 at the moment. This for the world title, and already problems coming into that first slight right-hand turn. And seeing our riders out now. We've seen it end in disaster before. Can our race leader hold on to this race lead? Jeroen van Eck, expect him to be challenged by Gegenheimer, who is not going to give up in his pursuit of the world title this time round. But Jeroen van Eck looking dominant at the moment. He is keeping so much speed. He's using absolutely every millimetre of the course, going from side to side of the barriers, out from the outside wine line into the apex and back out again. And Jeroen van Eck at the moment is in danger of just drag stripping the whole race from start to finish. He's leading this out. He's accelerated from the gun. And look at this at the moment. Nobody can touch him. Gegenheimer not able to challenge him at the moment as they come into these technical obstacles. And it is Klausman at the moment who is going to be out of the medals. Olstam will want to make a move up, but he's got to be eyeing up his positions. He's only going to have one chance to do so, as is Gegenheimer. They've got to pick that moment. They've got to choose when they're going to go up the inside. They've got to be waiting for a chink in the Van Eck's armour before they can make in that killing thrust. But we're going to see if anyone can challenge Jeroen van Eck. He is making this look easy at the moment. His lead not as great as Gaia Tormena's, but at the moment looking very, very strong. Now Gegenheimer starts to push. Looks on the left, looks on the right, comes back across once again. He's looking for somewhere to make a move up the climb. Time running out though, and Jeroen van Eck is absolutely powering. He's ignited the afterburners. He's on the climb here. They've got to hold it together. Now Gegenheimer takes it on the inside. Gegenheimer against Van Eck. Gegenheimer takes it. So Gegenheimer takes top spot from Jeroen van Eck, and you can see what that means. The German taking victory. Massive finishing sprint from Simon Gegenheimer after Jeroen van Eck, the European champion, put in so much work. That final corner move, how did he take that final corner so tight? That was quality bike handling from an absolutely class bike rider, and the congratulations come from Jeroen van Eck, who must be absolutely gutted not to take the title. Anton Olstam taking a third place in the bronze medal, but he could do nothing about the leading rider. The only man who could challenge our initial early leader, Jeroen van Eck, was Simon Gegenheimer, and he left it to the penultimate corner, that last corner coming in. What a result for Simon Gegenheimer, getting the congratulations there from Marion Fromberger, his teammate. And I think Simon Gegenheimer showed just why he is a class apart. Fantastic result for Simon. And he is going to be a very, very happy rider. You can see getting the congratulations of the team and the crew, and the two world champions together. Gaia Tormina of Italy, the women's world champion, congratulating the men's world champion, Simon Gegenheimer. So as you watch, as they come off from this straight, Klausman couldn't continue that initial speed with a pull out of the pedals. That left Van Eck in command. Gegenheimer continually looking to make a move, and as they came up the climb, you could just see Jerome Van Eck leading this out. But as they came into that final corner, Gegenheimer able to make a move on the inside, push and eliminate Jerome Van Eck from the World Championship position. And if you are going to win a world title and you're going to win it in style, why not do it on the very final corner? Let's hear what he's got to say with Jan.
Simon, this is unreal, man. What did you do in that last corner?
I don't know, Jeroen was also always so strong out of the corners. And I couldn't believe to catch him. But on the last climb, I realized I have the chance and I concentrated on the final corner. And I did it super precise, to start fast, to finish straight, and it worked out. I'm so happy.
Now, you really had to work for it. How did you make to have this energy left for that final super jump?
I don't know. Really, I don't know. I just did it, I'm happy.
And what an outburst of joy. We saw him crossing the finish line, and then it was all let it loose.
Yeah, man, I mean, I worked so hard for it the past 10 years. I had now 4 medals, always so close to the golden one. Now I have it, dream come true.
Enjoy it, Matt. Mr. Moustache is back on top level, on very top level. We have a new world champion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Matt.
Well, a well-deserved world champion. That final corner, nailing that on the inside. I mean, what was he playing at before? He could clearly get around that corner with meters to spare on anyone else. You can just see he's got all of the other medals. He wanted to take the title. He took away the title, and he did so in style, nailing the last corner into the finishing straight and sprinting his way up. Now, I think we have our top 3 riders in the men, and I think our top 3 in the women, all down there at the podium area. It's going to be interesting to see just which of them can keep it together as they go up on to the podium for the flower ceremonies. First of all, the men. Anton Olstam of Sweden taking away the 3rd place, the bronze medal. The 2nd place, the silver medal, going to Jerome Van Eck, who gets congratulations of the new world champion. It is Simon Gegenheimer of Germany, the 2021 UCI Mountain Bike Eliminator world champion. A very well-deserving world champion who really does live and breathe the Eliminator, and looking forward to seeing these riders as they move on to the next round of the World Cup Series. Now we're going to watch that unfold. Make sure you tune in for that, because these riders will all be looking to show off the jerseys if they are the world champion, or in the case of the silver and bronze medalists, show why they were the best riders in the business. So great action out there all day long, and great to see just how fast these riders were. We are going to say a massive thank you to our riders. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy some of the best bits of today's action. Well, great to see our riders in action. We are looking forward to our next races a little bit later in the season. So thank you for watching from me, Matt Payne. Keep it upside down and enjoy the rest of the summer. And I'm sure everyone in Graz is enjoying the sunshine.
Leute, sehr schön. Sechs, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Ich hab's in der Hand, ja.